supposed to be able to celebrate everyone, and not just on Canada Day. But when I make a phone call, when I was punched in the face by a fucking police officer, you don't show up and take everybody's statement but mine. That's the problem. That's the problem that we're having. 2014, 3 a.m. in the morning, trying to make a living for myself, bus driver, always late, okay? So he shows up and said, why are you always late? Like, this is a problem now, because I might lose my job. He said, it's not a problem, just take the transfer and go. Throws the transfer in my face. And I slapped his hand away, and he started punching me repeatedly. Again, I called the police officer, okay? The cop took everyone's statement except mine, and it's so strange because 3 weeks ago, I get on the same bus, and that TCC driver, Tahid, still has his fucking job, and I just get to, I'm blessed with your face again, and I can't even be angry, because it's not you, it's the system. Our system is fucked up. For straight up, our system is fucked up. When I called the police station the next day, they said, well, in our record, it says that you assaulted a TTC bus driver. Okay? I'm 5'5", I'm 120 pounds. This guy was at least 200 pounds and at least 5'11". Okay? This is the system. This is it. We are not addressing these things, and this is why it's happening over and over and over and over. I've reported the story to CP24, all the news channel you can think of. They got the story. But unless you're fucking white, and unless you have a fucking million people behind you saying, listen, you have to hear this. I was doing research today. I was trying my hardest to find police brutality happening to minorities in Toronto, and it doesn't exist. They don't keep a record of it, nor do they feel they need to. These things are not recorded. They don't need to. And until these things change, situations like myself where I'm punched in the face repeatedly and a cop shows up and he said to me, you know what, maybe if you were acting like this, I'd probably punch you in the face too. This is happening every day, and I don't expect anyone to feel sorry for me, but these conversations need to be had. And again, I'm going to introduce Jada because I feel like she captured this so well in a piece of hers. Like, again, guys, we need to have these conversations. It's not about me, it's about everyone. It's about the people around you right now that are suffering on a day-to-day basis. It's people walking into job interviews and not getting the job because they're not white. Like, this is a problem, and I'm not here to yell and shout and cause a huge scene. Like, again, it's just a conversation. We need to have these conversations, not just here, but take your child aside and sit down with them and listen. This is what's happening on a day-to-day basis. You go to school and you see somebody being bullied for this color of their skin, you don't stand and watch it. Like, again, these conversations need to be had. So, Jada, I welcome you. Let your voice be heard.
Gun in his holster and a chip on his shoulder. He was rolling and holding chrome, the boy on the posters. Lone Ranger gone postal, supposed to be a paramedic. Only thing the news remember when the boy get hectic. Read the text message and ready to press wreckage. Slick gun slinging, teach America a lesson. Trespassed on the terrace, the day off like Ferris. Paris the new tomorrow. Teacher was embarrassed. He was a bright student. Don't know what happened to him. Quiet, kept to himself, shooting for a bright future. The bullies called him loser. Father was an alcoholic. Excuses for school shooters are made quick like the victim's coffins. The reaction would be different if he was a different pigment. Pulling triggers only makes sense if he was born white like Lily. Feel me? It's silly, because when Mike Brown was jaywalking, they offed him real quickly. No trial, makes me sickly. All black people assumed guilty. Aryans automatically angelic. Blacks animalistic and filthy. I ain't trying to blame all my problems on whitey, but the way the world looks at me really sits with me.
Then in 2012, I went to a nightclub, Canada versus America. I went there to have a good time, but I had a gut feeling that the night wasn't gonna go well. Long story short, I went to McDonald's, and there was this man that, like, he thought I was talking poorly of him, and which wasn't the case. And he said, "Why are you talking shit about me?" And I said, "You mean nothing to me." And he literally pushed me into the street on Adelaide, onto the ground. I instantly cried and called the police. 8 officers showed up, told them what happened. The guys were down the street. Nobody helped me. They didn't take a statement or nothing either. After that, I cried for everyone, because women get assaulted every single day and she has no voice. And I'm actually really passionate about it, because it wasn't even just the fact that I was crying for myself, but I was crying for all the women all over the world who are now silenced, because the people who are supposed to protect them, which is the police, was not there for you. If the police can't help you and your black man's not there either, who's gonna really protect me? That's all I have to say.
The black man is not there to protect me. Who's there to protect me? But what hurts is all the black men that don't want to protect me. But all the black men that say, no, I like white girls. I don't like black girls no more. Or light-skinned girls. Or like, I need a light-skinned girl. Light-skinned girls are the baddies. Dark-skinned girls look to deal with. Oh, black girls are too different. I have somebody very close to me who says, yeah, black girls, no, you guys got too much attitude. I want a girl that won't tell me no. I won't talk back to me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a diss on both sides. But I hate the fact, like I hate it, that sometimes I feel like depending on what I wear, I don't want to walk past a group of black guys. Yes. Because I'm scared of what they're gonna say. Walking in the hallways, you know, some of the hallways in high school, it is so scary to walk through those hallways. I remember I was in grade 9, and I'm walking in the hallway, and this guy goes, I want to, I will say, he said, I want to F her in her ass. Whoa. And I was so young, I didn't know that was like an actual thing, but I remember going home and crying so hard, and I was like, Mom, that's my mom right there. I was like, Mom, take me to Walmart, buy me some baggy pants, because I can't take this. I'm not here for this. Like, I know I'm so much more than just a body. And it hurts so bad. Like, it really hurts when every chance the guy gets, he just wants to get it on with you. And it's like, you don't respect my mind. I actually wrote this line. I wrote this line, I just guess I want to say now, it's you don't even care about my mind, you just want to get in between that mind, so you don't even understand that line. But it's okay, I know it's going to take time for you to find your shine and your inner mind. And because I realized that although sex is a beautiful thing, that my entity down here has a mind of her own. And men can't even, a lot of people, women too, can't even conceive what that truly means. And so it's like, you want to get it on with me, you don't know me, and you don't even know the truth of what it is to get it on. And I don't feel safe around you, and it hurts. So like, I just really want black men to wake up, men in general, to wake up. I feel like if you knew yourself, you wouldn't want to go in every hole you find. You wouldn't, because they're searching, and then you didn't just go within. So, woo!
I also want to add to that, it's not just disrespectful for the black women to hear that, for white women to hear, you know, I don't want to be with a black guy. You know, white girls are so exotic right now. It's disrespectful. This is not a handbag that you just get to choose because it looks good. It goes beyond that. It's the skin, it's the flesh, it's the soul. Like, I don't want to hear anybody talking about my sisters like that, regardless whether or not she's like the same color of me. It's so disrespectful on so many levels. And if that's how you're gonna approach every relationship, then you might as well just be with yourself. Like, it's shallow. It's like, I can't. It's a shame. It's shameful. And for me, and that's the thing, I have this little metaphor that I'm just like, you know, you can't be on the fucking boat, straight up. If you're gonna come to me and be like, yo, I want to be with a white girl for the fact that she's white. No, like, I don't care what color you are. If you're black, you're not my brother anymore. Like, you can't be on that fucking boat because you're just gonna pull us down with you. Like, I don't represent, again, paint me black. Being black isn't just about the color of my skin. It's about the soul that lives within me. It's knowing that she's my sister as much as she is. Like, we have to have respect on so many levels. That's all I got to say. I genuinely love when my hair is being fixed. I love it. She does it to me all the time. promise myself I will be 100% blunt to anyone that walks up to me and asks me a question. Like, do this for yourself, guys. It's not just for the sake of those around you. This is the point I wanted to bring across. In the U.S., you will know someone is racist. It's not a question. It's, you're a nigger, I don't like you, straight up. In Canada, it's not the same. You will have someone sit down with you, be with your family, hug and say they love you, but they will not say, I know I kind of love you, but you're still black. It's a problem. Like, speak your mind. If you don't want to be around us, it's really that simple. Life is so simple. We are just souls having a human experience, and if someone is around you that you cannot stand, don't pretend. Just be on your way. Make everybody's life that much easier.
And on that note, it's like you have your friends, you know, that want to hang out with you, say they like black people, but you know, then when they're around their racist family, that they don't say
It's a different
anything.
story.
Or their
You're not in
racist
this
friends.
family when I'm not around you. Don't defend me at all. Like, I literally need no one in this life, and the people that I choose to be around with is because they build me in a certain way. And it's not. I don't go around looking for people to help build me. I go around genuinely offering my service in any way, shape, or form. And if you can return that, great. And if I find that you filled my life in no way, it's that simple. You're gone. Done. Just be genuine with yourself and others. It's that simple.
I just want to say, like, as a multiracial person, like growing up with white family and having them like be racist in that way, being surrounded by, I'm from Edmonton, right? So a small city, full of white people. There's like 1% black population. So just being surrounded by white people who actually have no cultural link to black culture whatsoever, have no black people around them. Being called, being told my hair looks like sheep hair. Being told I look like people. Like going home from school in junior high and having to like wash pennies and shit and like pencils and shit out of my hair. People are still like in my hair all day. Like, it's a hard relationship to have with yourself.
I will say, I met you maybe 5 months ago. I don't even know if it's that long. But the one thing that stuck out to her, she's like, yo, growing up in Edmonton, like, it's not no, I'm black. It's like, no, I'm black. Like, you have to prove something. And like, why do we need to live in a world where you literally have to be like, no, for real, like, I have to dress a certain way to prove I'm black. I have to have an afro to fucking prove that I'm black. That's an issue. That's an issue. I walk around with travel paint on my face every day. Every day I have someone walking up to me and be like, oh my god, what do you mix with? I'm Jamaican, I'm black. It's that simple. It is that simple. I don't need to explain myself. I don't need to walk out and be like, and hear someone wait for me to speak, to be like, oh well, I didn't think you were gonna sound like that, especially because you're from Jamaica. How is your English so good? Like, these things are so offensive. And the fact that people don't
speak
get
like
it.
a white girl when you speak
You
proper.
speak like a white girl, yeah. Or you dress like a white girl. Oh my gosh, you're the whitest black girl I've ever seen. These aren't compliments. These are not compliments.
really
Or,
eloquent.
oh my gosh, you're so beautiful for a black girl.
Yes.
This is not a compliment in any way, shape, or form. Or to walk up to someone. I went into La Senza with my ex's daughter, and the girl looked at her picture and went, oh my god, you look so white. And I'm just saying, I hope you understand that's not a compliment. It's not a compliment to be called out of my race, and I'm not saying it's offensive to be white. It's offensive for you to literally just see through me and not even acknowledge me as a person. It's just like, well, you're beautiful because you're what the stereotype is, or what the stereotype needs to be. That is a problem, guys. We need to address these things on a day-to-day basis. I shouldn't have to walk into work having to explain. If you genuinely want to know why I have the guts in my face, like genuinely mean it, like really want to know why I haven't, and I will explain to you. But if you're gonna come to me with a smirk on your face and laugh and be like, oh my god, and then make a joke out of it, no. And this is why the people perceive us as angry black women. It's because we're so strong in the way we express ourselves, and if we're not happy with something, we will speak our mind.
She had something to say.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, first of all, I want to applaud all of you. I am so proud. Thank you for being here. I am a 42-year-old black woman. I am so tired of hearing that black women are angry.
okay? But if you want to talk about angry black women, then we want to talk about why really it's not anger that we're expressing here, it's hurt, it's pain, it's frustration, it's injustice. And I'm sorry, but what happens to a woman when she doesn't get angry? What happens to our minds when we don't express how we feel? What happens to our spirits and our souls when we don't express exactly what's going on? I have a right to be angry because I've been raped, and so have all of my sisters. Not necessarily by a man, but by the society and the system that exists. And I'm angry for reasons that you might not understand. I am angry because I need to be. Because when I wasn't angry, I was raped. When I wasn't angry, I was molested. When I wasn't angry, I was ignored. And so my anger is righteous. My anger is necessary. My anger is proper. My anger is needed. Because if I don't get angry, then I cannot defend the sisters who are standing around me. I do not like the idea that being called a black woman is a bad word. Or now we have it and we switch it around and we say a white woman and insult her as if she's different than me. And she's not. She's a woman. She's a woman. I am a woman. And there are just as many poor, broken white women being punched in the face by cops as there are beautiful black women being punched in the face by cops. And I'm so proud of all of you for being here in this space right now and for sharing your truth and not being afraid in City Hall, not being afraid to speak the truth. And I pray to God that the onlookers that are coming around are not going to be angry at you because you're celebrating your blackness, because you're angry, because you have a right to be, because if you don't get angry, nothing will change.
Okay, well, if you can accept me with my bad tonight, then I don't need to be here. I don't need to work here. And I'm not going to let fear of not being able to pay my bills, fear of not knowing where my next paycheck is going to come from, to allow me to put up with disrespect. Because it is ultimately disrespect. And the more we continue to conform ourselves to make them comfortable, nothing's going to change. You can't let fear rule your life. Fuck fear. Get rid of it.
Love it. Love it.
What I wanted to bring to light was segregation within black people.
Yes.
How, oh, you're pretty. You must be from East Africa. You have a small nose. You have small lips. You have white girl features. That makes you pretty. If only your skin was lighter. Why does my skin have to be light? Why can't I be beautiful with dark skin? Like, back home, when I go back home, I will be given bleach creams by my aunt, by my mom, because they think that I should be more beautiful by being light skinned. The dark skin is not beautiful. And that's what makes me so angry. That you don't understand how angry that makes me. So I have a poem called Black Girl. I'm gonna share it. Okay, it's called Black Girl. Black Girl, do you show them how much weight your spine carries when they speak of your weakness? When they cast you out, do you show them that there is beauty in your uniqueness? When they mock the melanin on your skin, do you let them taste the darkest berry in its natural sweetness? When they doubt you, does it affect your brain that creates magic like an utter genius? As you grow, are you planting your thoughts on this earth so your fruits do not grow seedless? Are you following your dreams, no matter how wild, for they are not meaningless? Do you open your heart, allowing its love to flow seamless? Have you inhibited a soul that produces no bleakness? Do you exit with a few words, allowing your manners to leave them speechless? Do you carry memories from Mars? Have you assimilated in Venus? Have you unlocked the magic in your femininity? Have you accessed your freeness? Thank you.
I feel like this is the perfect time to say that we need to remember who we are as women. We need to remember that we are beautiful, that we have power, that we are flowers, that we've grown from this universe to make it a better place. So this is me really stepping out because
believe in you. Who are beautiful, yeah, you. Who are brilliant, yeah, you. You are powerful, yeah, you. You are resilient.
The song really is about, I'll say a few of the key words. You're beautiful, you are powerful, you are resilient. You can heal the world with your mind. It has to start from within though. When you're driving a car, where you look is where you go. You think about picking up your phone and you pick up your phone. You think about feeling sad and you feel sad. So if you think about loving yourself, you will start to love yourself. If you think about feeling beautiful, you will look in the mirror and day by day, you will start seeing your beauty even more. If you think about meeting beautiful people like I have been doing, I've been meeting these sisters that are changing my life, that are giving me so much purpose, that are meeting me and pushing me towards my journey. And it's because I know I'm powerful. Because Black Girl Magic is real. Black Girl Magic is real. Any girl magic is real. Our words are literally spells. That's why it's called spelling. It's literally a spell. So, you say what you want. You believe what you want. You share what you want. So, along with knowing your power and wanting a more beautiful everyday experience of life, that means you have to let go of all the things that are holding you back from going to where you want to go. You have to let go of all the things that have been said that hurt you. You have to let go of the pain. You have to use it to fuel you. You have to forget all the lies, all the negativity that has been pushed to you and conditioned. We've been conditioned to think we have to live a certain way in society when we don't.
Change your name if you need.
So, this next piece is Sister Erica.
Badu.
And we go do it up. Alright, girl, start us off.
Dragging all the bags like that. world to just be down and to just have everything around you influence you in such a negative way. But there's always a light, and there's always that force within you, because just by you existing right now in this dimension, in this reality, like, you have a voice. Your existence itself is a testament to your truth. So I just want to encourage you guys to just live and just be free and be yourself and just be unapologetic, just like you said. So yeah.
I'm saying for myself first and foremost, and nothing that I say is in any way in my mind something that anyone here doesn't know or that they haven't heard before or isn't already feeling within their own meditation, you know? So we all need healing. Being in this place, being in the West Side, we have a lot more work to do. Healing itself coming from not just the air we're breathing, but just the different way that the sun is giving us what we're supposed to get in other places where our origins come from. Being in places where the food is just put here to kind of depopulate the circumstances of what they tried to build. We're here more specifically in Canada, in Toronto, Canada being 200 years old, with an idea built on European Western construct, in a sense that they wanted to create a place that had everybody, but they knew they needed everybody that wasn't from there to come and build it. Now that we've come here and we've built these great civilizations all around the world, we're now put in a position where our families are leaving these great origins that we have in rich heritage to come to places like this looking for better lives, but not knowing that due to classisms and different levels of systematic indoctrination, and this time that the higher ones are just going back to our home countries right now and locking off our access to the waters and to the resources and foods and all those different natural, I guess, buildups that came from our foundations, you know? So in this place here, I say the key foundation is healing, and healing of self, just discipline and awareness of Wow. Men in the market are not Chinese, but are also
Yes. This is what I live for. Equality.